what I'm doing is I'm sharpening this axe that I just got, and axes come very dull. So you have to sharpen them down, and I'm using what's called a stickle. And a stickle is just a piece of wood that you sharpen down to a taper. You put a little oil on it or some grease, and then you get sand off the ground and rub it on it, and it acts like sandpaper. And a lot of people ask, well, why don't you use a file, or why don't you use a sharpening stone? Well, files back in the 1830s and 40s were extremely expensive because they had to be hand cut. Each groove had to be cut by hand. So to carry it out into the field with you, or out into the woods to chop wood, made no sense. And sharpening stones break. You have to be very careful. So back in the 1400s, men started just going out, chopping a branch off of a tree, getting some grease off of the stove that was left over from cooking, and some dirt off the ground, and you've got a nice sharpening tool. And you can sharpen something as sharp as you want it. I just got through sharpening these knives just a minute ago. Now I'm working on my axe. And farmers carried them in their belts into the fields. So if they were using like a scythe, and the scythe got dull, when they get dull, they're work. So you want to keep them really sharp. So they would just pull the stick out of their belt, rub on some grease, grab some dirt off the ground, sharpen up their scythe or their axe. It's just handy and cheap, like free. And it works great. It's dirty. It's nasty work, but it's easy enough. By their parents until they are wives, and slaves to their husbands the rest of their lives.